Hello everyone, welcome to the new video, and actually I have maybe great news for someone, because I want to share with you with my new game asset. It's just based on polyhit, it's just shooter template which consists of procedural animations, weapon system, AI system and more. And actually it's completely free, so just let me show you. But first of all, I want to say that I created a small game project and I already have a Steam page. If you like PlayStation old style games and some horror indie games, or you like visual style and you want to support me, add this game to wishlist, link in the description. First of all, go to the description on each AO and just download. It's completely free. It's pretty simple. The next thing is if you will use Unreal Engine 5, so you need to go to source, go to polyhit target CS and editor target CS and change from 2 to 5 after the V letter. So it's so simple. The next thing is to go to try to change switch Unreal Engine version to 5.4 for example, and you will have errors, so go to solution and don't forget to download Visual Studio and go to the player controller base CPP and everything that include input scale you should add deprecated, so like on the screen. And the last thing that you can do is just to go to base character CPP and add include file, engine, damage, events, and that's all. Unfortunately, Unreal Engine 5 has some bugs. So first of all, just we need to recreate navigate mesh bounds. So just delete it from level and edit. The second thing, we should go to our AI tree and we should change something. First of all, go here and add a crouch. For example, let it be here. And connect it with character. Okay. This will be deleted. And let's do it for attack. So just do the same thing that I do and you'll be fine. Just want to say that project was created on Unreal Engine 27, so if you want to use 27 version you don't need to do this. But at least for Unreal Engine 5.4 you should do that. And don't forget to delete it. So let's start with game mode. It works pretty simple. You using an actor of spawning AI, just like points, and they just spawn, because I have a round system. So all of you need to do is just go to survival game mode, to .h and cpp files and check these things, because I added a few variables and a few changes and it will works fine. So we can change enemies that will spawn each round, we can increase them, we can spawn in random way different classes of AI, So, and we can change time between when round ends and when round begin. And we can easily change these values on our blueprint game mode. And let's talk about AI enemies. So I have some things like health, attack speed, damage, you can change it. And if you go to AI logic component, you can change number of attacks and reloading time. You can also go to BP AI controller base and change view angle of AI to bigger values. Let's also talk about the player. So we can change some things like health and speed or movement. Let's talk about the main thing of that project is a weapon system. I tried to create the simplest system ever, and I think I did not a bad job. Of course, I'm sorry that I didn't made it actually well, but that's why it's free. Maybe is that the reason. So let me show you that you need to do is a weapon mesh with some sockets and separate magazine mesh. It's static, so you can see these sockets. All sockets should be the same, should have the same name if you will add a new weapon, and the same rotation, but maybe not for muzzle, flasher and optic socket. So yeah. So let's talk about these things. So it's a weapon name, weapon type is just useless actually, like okay, loadout type is not useless, it's just that we have two parts of our inventory, it's primary and secondary weapon. Melee and grenades currently is not supported. We have icon, we have a lot of things like damage, fire rate, aim time is a completely procedural animation. You don't have to need animation of aiming, just create optic, set your float value and that's it. We have sounds, particles, we have animations, so as you can see for that weapon I have only one animations, and for example for take animation I use curve. It's a like semi-procedural animation because in that curve I have Z location that increasing on decreasing our hands model where we take in a weapon, switching weapon. So it's pretty simple. So let me show you how it will work if we will use zero curve. For example, let me take a weapon, and as you can see we don't have animation of taking, but let me show you what we will get with animated Z curve. Let me take rifle, and yes, so we have only one animation of idle for all of things. for idle, for walking, for running, for taking. That's how it works. And semi-procedural fire shot animation, I think you will like that, because it's almost procedural animation for shooting. It works the same like taking curve, but we have 3 curves, up to 3, for location, rotation, and common additional curve of shooting. And also you can change randomly values by multiplying from minimum to maximum values. It's actually very flexible for your purpose, and actually it's simple. So for example, for curve rotation per shot we have 3 values, of course x, y, z, that you can also tweak in that values and for creating the best results. Let's check it. And it works very well with in aiming state. Yes, as you can see, it's just like a fake recoil system, but made by animation. You can also delete or add some different shoot types like single, auto or burst. You can even change burst time between shot or like number of bullets when you firing by burst mode. So let's go to the next. Here we have sounds, as I said, and here we have muzzle, shell drop and heat particle. And as you see before, I already have it, so but you can also implement your visual effects. Root point means the location of weapon from which it will rotate by using procedural sway system. You can just tweak some values and that's it. I said before that actually animation of weapon works only with idle animation and to reload animation. Basic reload animation when you have bullets in magazine and with empty reload. So as you can see, I added animation of pistol when we walking with a weapon. And latest part is also also important thing is attachments. So I have 3 attachments. It's muzzle, it's optic and it's a magazine. So I have a common ID of every attachment that will apply on the weapon when we start playing. So and we can go to our structure, press plus button and add a new magazine or optic or something else. For optic, for example, we can change aiming field of view. For muzzle we can change applying damage that will be additive damage to a base damage. We can also change mesh, of course, and a lot of actually things that can be useful. But don't forget to add a socket to a static mesh of scope, which should call aim point. That's it. That only you can do for that is just use one socket aim point. Also, I forgot to describe some interacted things like door or weapon random shop, but it's pretty easy, just go and check And the last thing, in level blueprint we have a simple system that spawns a weapon at the beginning of when we start playing. So we can spawn a primary weapon and secondary weapon at the same time. So that's all. First of all, thanks for watching. The second, I hope that this pack will useful and this tutorial will useful, but it's a little bit shame that I published that C++ code, because I created this 4 years ago, and when I was at university, it was my beginning. And also it was a multiplayer project, but I cut it and now it's only single player. And you can see in C++ files a lot of weird things. Yes, it's a shame, but I mean, it's a free, you can download it, you can create your game, publish on Steam, I don't know. If you want to add me in credits, my nickname, Mate Workshop, it will be good. This is my present for this 2025th year. And if you have any questions, just write comments below here on YouTube or on my Discord group. I will try to answer, I will try to make some updates. But right now I have a lot of work, I have a full-time work, I have my Steam, the Suspense project, and maybe after that I will continue to create a polyhit. So bye.